Hello, my name is Elijah Sybblis. I'm from a community in Scarborough called Kingston-Galloway, uh, and I do a lot of community work with the East Scarborough Storefront. I've also done work just as work experience with City of Toronto and Boys and Girls Club of East Scarborough. Basketball is one of my passions. It's my favorite sport. I love it a lot. And I've also instructed basketball in various contexts. I have my background in child and youth work and in teaching. And then my current grad school master's degree is the Masters of Teaching degree from the University of Toronto. So that's more or less me in a nutshell. Yeah, but that's enough about me. I started doing like community work as a result of capitalizing on this opportunity where they were doing coaching certification with my neighborhood, and it was a free certification coach. I've been doing a lot of things with regards to basketball and different drop-in basketball programs on the sports pad and different instructional basketball programs. And then not to mention like some of the two of the basketball tournaments that we've ran over the past 3 years. Obviously with Corona, we weren't really able to have one for 2020, but just seeing that grow in 2019. When the initial lockdown periods happened, there was a lot of fear around even going outside for what would be considered menial things like sports, and it was just more about staying safe. So they were able to still get some semblance of sports content or a sports experience through a virtual Zoom session. Speaking of doing the movements, as you know, basketball is not really suitable for the house. Definitely had to think of different repertoires of exercises that essentially consisted of movements in which one could do it within their home without causing any type of uproar. I call it like ball wraps, but essentially like you wrap the ball around your head, then you would go just gonna like kind of stand up, then you would go like around your shoulders. You can't really see, but then you'd go around your knees, and then around your ankles, and then bring it back up. I think what was meaningful about it to me was, I would just start off by saying like, number one, just being able to help the children through this time by providing somewhat of an outlet for them to escape to. And another thing that made it meaningful is that it really helped me to become more of a dynamic educator. It just showed like how valuable that connection via a shared public space really is. I think grassroots leadership is really important in neighborhoods and cities because I think there's a certain authenticity there. It allows like various proponents from any given community to really rise up out of that community, rise up with the community, I think is a more appropriate way to put it. There's a certain degree of relatability that you don't always get when you're getting a movement that comes externally from the community. You have to be able to resonate with the people first and foremost. My last words for that would be, I'm definitely looking forward to like a bright future and to continue to expand this bigger and broader, make it to where we can reach more people and use basketball as a means to essentially like ameliorate the divides in the city. And again, that's a very lofty expectation. I just think that at the very least, like, that can be a catalyst. There's that phrase that that permeates the internet of like filling up your own cup before you can fill up other people's. So it's like, yeah, once you get to that point where your cup is filled, or just essentially overflowing, like, make sure that the knowledge that's overflowing, or the wisdom or the care and compassion that's overflowing, is also being used to assist those around you, right, as best you can, right?